First into the Shark Tank is Deidre Hazel with a product she believes will help expecting moms feel beautiful.
Hey, my name is Deidre Hazel. My company is Hot Mama Gowns, and I'm seeking $30,000 in exchange for 20% equity in my company. 4 years ago, when I gave birth to my first child, it should have been the most beautiful day of my life. But instead, I have terrible memories of feeling humiliated and insecure, all because I was wearing a nasty, chemical-smelling, ill-fitting hospital gown that left my body exposed. I actually had to wear 2 gowns, one in the front, one in the back, to somewhat cover my backside. I swore on that day 4 years ago that no woman should ever have to feel humiliated like I did on such a joyous day in her life. So I designed Hot Mama Gowns. They're made of 100% organic cotton. They're super soft. They have short sleeves for IVs and blood pressure checks. They have a full snap-down back to keep mom's assets covered. And they're designed for breastfeeding. Hot Mama Gowns allow mom to feel beautiful, celebrated, and confident. She's not an ill hospital patient. She is a beautiful, pregnant mother. And what she's wearing should reflect that joy. And that's precisely why I designed Hot Mama Gowns. Give me your money, okay?
Who cares how you look? You just had a baby.
It's not about how I look. It's about me and being humiliated among these total strangers.
How many women have a baby every year?
This is why it's so exciting. It's a $4.5 billion market, maternity. It has experienced 12% growth every year since 2002.
What are your sales?
11,500.
Over what period of time?
That's from 2009 to currently.
Now, you understand that asking for $30,000 for 20%, you're basically saying your company is worth $150,000.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you why. I'm not standing in front of you with a silver spoon in my mouth. I've been working since I was 13 years old. I have a full-time job while I'm doing this at night. After the kids go to bed, after I work my 40-hour-a-week job.
We evaluate companies accordingly to how much sales you have.
There's no debt on this company. I have no loans, I've never borrowed money, everything is paid for. I'm sitting on about $20,000 of fabric, all the custom-made boxes, all the blankets are made, so...
Deidre, what do you do for a real job?
I sell drugs for a living. The legal ones. I'm a pharmaceutical sales rep.
I bet you do a good job doing that.
Thanks.
I like the zeal, I like the enthusiasm, but those are basic ingredients for any successful business. Let's focus on how this business grows. And I say to you, get me 10% of that market over the next 5 years. How are you going to do that?
Easy. This is me. This is no advertising. No advertising. I haven't done anything. People are coming to me. I have retailers calling me wanting to carry my gowns.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Deidre, you didn't give us your price on this.
My price point is a little bit too high. Why? Because I'm manufacturing in small quantities. Retail price, they're $119. And keep in mind...
$119?
Yes, ma'am.
And what does it cost you to make it, including the box?
Everything all told, it's $49.
I just can't get over the amount of sales. You're only doing $11,000 a year in sales.
It's just me. This is me working a full-time job. I'd be dangerous if I was doing this full-time. Let's make no joke about that. I'm not kidding.
You're scaring me now.
This is me from 10 o'clock at night till 2 in the morning every single night.
Is this true? We have a firecracker sales lady. We got a great idea. What we don't have is any distribution. Now we got
That's
a Mr.
what I'm here for!
Now, wait a second. We got a Mr. Clothing guy here. What's the story on this
Well,
thing?
here's a challenge. How do you educate the entire country that this exists?
Pregnancy is not a trend, it's not a fad, it's not going anywhere. So you're looking at a $4.5 billion market. So you're getting in now with a branded product that people know, respect, and this is only...
Nobody's ever heard
Nobody
of
knows
it.
who you are, Deidre. You're doing
do.
$11,000 a year in sales.
This is brand new.
You're asking for $30K, and that will not even get you past just paying yourself.
I'll tell you what it gets me past. I need more inventory. So the next time I go to my manufacturer, I'm going with bigger numbers because now I have money. Instead of going, you know, here's my couple $1,000s for 100
But there's
gowns.
so many other things not addressed.
Bring it up.
Deidre, you're a fantastic sales rep.
Thank you.
But I'll tell you what's missing with you.
Bring it.
You're not answering how you're going to grow, how you're going to advertise. You don't know any of those costs.
Of course I do.
Well, Deidre, how could you? How could $30,000 put you into any kind of a branding, advertising, marketing program on a national scale?
Deidre, let me take a shot at this. I like to bring clarity to these situations. At the end of the day, the biggest problem with this business is actually getting the product to the customer.
It's not, though.
Excuse me, in my mind as an investor, you have not identified the cost of customer acquisition, which I bet is brutal. Everybody's been asking you, particularly me, what does it cost me to grow the business? You can't answer that.
I'm not sure what you want from me because I have all the answers. That's the problem. This is new. It's not like I've been doing this for 5 years. It's a new idea. We're educating the customer.
Right there, you've identified it. It's not a business yet, it's an idea. And maybe it's a very good idea. But between an idea and a business is one hell of a long road. I don't want to take that road. I don't want to ride that road with you. I'm sorry.
It's a good road.
It's a long road. I'm out.
Is there no way to make this gown one size fits all?
There's actually a great point in that. This isn't a throwaway gown that you go, oh, I'm going to give birth into it and throw away. It fits a woman before, during, and after.
Would you be open to the idea of making a one size fits all?
I don't know what the benefit of that would be. Just for price reasons, you would say, to go one size?
Price reasons, it would make an enormous difference.
I'd have to think about it, because to me, when I think one size fits all, I think of the gown that her bottom's exposed. Because like I said, I'm servicing women that are 2 to 24. And a 24 size woman, that's the problem.
Have you ever considered licensing this idea to the gown companies?
I didn't think that it would be worth it because they're literally doing them for 25 cents a gown. And they're not gonna see, they want a one size fits all gown.
Here's the issue. You know, it's what you think that you already know that will prevent you from learning.
It's too high end.
I understand, but you have all the answers, so you'll never learn from me. So with that, I'm out.
The problem I have, you want your cake and eat it too because you're part-time, but you're looking for me to put my full-time money
I'm not, though.
into this deal.
Make me full-time. Like I said, I'm amazing. Like I said, I could be dangerous if I do this.
And so humble.
I'm a hot mama. I'm a hot, yeah, it's super wife. My husband's gone Monday to Friday. So you're looking at somebody that does everything with a 4-year-old and 2-year-old, works a 40-hour-a-week job, and hustles her side business.
You can't take no for an answer, which is great as a sales rep, but you're not answering any of the investment questions. You're too small. Look at yourself in the mirror and mature to the point where you can be a business owner, not just a great sales rep. I'm out.
Deidre,
Yes.
I have to say, I can't get over the part-time situation.
This is always going to be my hustle.
I'm going to say I'm out.
So it's bad that I have a job? Is that what it
The
is?
business is not generating enough for you to pay full-time attention, so why should his money pay full-time attention?
It's too risky for me. Thank you. I'm out.
4 sharks are out. Barbara is Deidre's last chance to make a deal.
At least me.
Hi, Barbara.
Oh, don't give me that little girl look. I'm okay with what you sold so far with no advertising. But I am very worried about you as a partner.
So are you making an offer out of all that?
Barbara, I forbid you to invest in this business. I'm tired of you killing money.
Four sharks are out. Barbara Corcoran is Deidre's last chance to strike a deal.
I'm okay with what you sold so far with no advertising. But I am very worried about you as a partner. I'm worried about your closed-mindedness, because any suggestion that's been made here, I feel like you butt against it. I'm just afraid of that.
I apologize if it comes off the way it sounds like it's coming off to you guys, because that's literally the complete opposite of how I am. I guess I wanted to just prove to you that I grind, I work hard, like this is like my everyday thing, you know? So it's actually a little bit, it makes me feel bad that that's how I'm projecting to you, or that's how it's coming out. Because that's not how I am at all. I just wanted to get across that this is my baby, you know? Everybody wants better for their family, so you gotta start somewhere. Sorry. It's just, it felt like it was a personal attack. And that's the complete opposite person of who I am.
What happens if you're in love with something that's never going to love you back?
Whoa. Teacher, let me put this to the test, all right? I'd be interested in buying into your business.
Just because she's crying?
No, not at all, not at all. But I am concerned, again, about your open-mindedness. So let me put what the pieces are on the table. One, I would want you to be totally open to making a cheaper gown.
I'm totally open to it.
Totally open to maybe even a bag.
Absolutely. I have people request those.
Totally open to maybe 3 sizes, small, medium, and large, that span a couple of sizes each one.
I would be open to it.
And you mean it. And totally open to keeping your day job for the next however many years before this business could afford to take a dime out without complaining.
I'm not a complainer. Go big or go home.
Those are your conditions, Barbara?
Yeah, they're the conditions.
So are you making an offer out
So
of all that?
making an offer for $30,000 for 40% of your business. And let me explain why the 40%. Because this is going to take a lot of my time. Because you have to reinvent your product. You have to figure an angle to market this thing. And I want to be interested enough in it to put in the time.
Barbara, she sold 100 gowns. That's 8 gowns a month.
I know, but
You
that's a
understand that,
start.
right? I
Everybody
believe in
sitting
her.
up here
Are you-
started there. Don't knock her for that.
Barbara, when you die and go to hell, you're going to be selling maternity gowns.
But you'll look great.
Oh, good.
You accept her offer.
%40's too high.
She's saying no to you.
I think the offer's great, but 40%'s too high. It's not a bad thing.
I love it.
It has to be mutually beneficial.
I
and
can't
it's,
believe you said no.
Because it's not mutually beneficial. Barbara, you got caught.
No, it's not a dig against her at all. I appreciate what you bring to the table.
I'm out.
I think we're all out, teacher.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your time. Sorry for the tears.
Huge mistake to turn that offer down, in my opinion.
It's really a shame, though, because I could have made that business fly. I have no doubt in my mind.
I turned down Barbara because she had too many conditions on the money and on what she wanted to do with the brand. She wanted to take the size range away, which is critically important to the Hot Mama gown because it's sized to fit before, during, and after birth. And that just didn't coincide with where I see the brand going.